whenever the game doesn't narrate something, I'll just read it. An aged dwarf shares this strange platform with you, his face creased by so many wrinkles that his features lie buried amid shadowy pockets of skin. Still, the dwarf's well-practiced habits have left telltale tracks of welcoming rictus across his visage.
You can see his smile coming before it blooms, reshaping the dwarf's face from a hanging sack of flesh into something resembling an oddly carved merry gourd, replete with unhealthy bumps and discolored splotches.
Yeah, I haven't played too much of this game, so yeah, so Vandy, so essentially this game's going to be new to both of us, because I have not gone very far in this. The furthest I've gotten was Nikitaka. It's the furthest I've
Sit,
got.
please. Thank you for joining us, Watcher of Cadnua.
The gaunt woman seated at the table is clad in time-worn black armor that seems too massive for her to move in. A pale, slender neck rises from the gorget, topped by a hollow face. The milky skin stretched across it is delicate and translucent, like parchment that has been scraped clean too many times. She is preoccupied with the arrangement of cards on the table between you. With each movement, her armor squeaks and groans as though bearing an incredible weight. She places a final card, gives a nod of satisfaction, and raises her eyes to meet yours.
Your brush with the divine has drained you of your powers, fractured your memories. Look upon these cards. They represent the courses of your life. You alone know best how they flowed. Arrange them to fit what you remember.
So I did play the first Pillars of Eternity, but I don't know how to carry the save over for this part. I wish I knew how. But I did return the Hollowborn souls to the Deerwood. I did pledge to Hylia, and I did my best to be kind and merciful, because I don't see a point in being cruel. With some exceptions, but yeah, I was mostly benevolent, so I'll go with this.
Does everything appear to be in order?
Mm-hmm.
Good. Welcome to the Beyond. I am Bara. One half, anyway.
She points a finger in the direction of the dwarf who led you here. Though the movement is slight, her gauntlet squeaks like a rusty hinge.
And yeah, Vandis, and for just ease of understanding, Bereth is essentially the Grim Reaper. She collects souls and sends them to the afterlife, and here the afterlife is called the In-Between. And from the In-Between you go to the Wheel, and once you've gone through the Wheel you are reincarnated or reborn as someone else, but your memory is wiped from your previous life, essentially. But if you're a watcher, like your character, you can speak with these souls and you can read their past lives. You're the go-between between life and death, essentially.
The dwarf's rictus returns as he nods in the woman's direction.
Tell me, do you remember when we last met?
And because I'm essentially like saying this, I'll just narrate it. I spoke with other gods in the Hall of Stars and pledged myself to them. And also, when you're listening to this, like when you're doing background stuff, then you can at least know what's going on.
You did.
She places a card on the table, showing a tall tower with the gods' constellations arrayed around it in the sky. She places a card in the middle of the arrangement, a bell tower with no bell. Her fingertips slowly drag away from the card, faintly creaking as they retreat across the table.
You had need of the gods once before. Now it seems we have need of you. The being that occupied Odnua's statue beneath your castle was the dead god, Aothus. Of this we are certain. What we do not know is what his intentions are. Though Aothus stole a large fragment of your soul, you were strong enough to survive the onslaught and enter the in-between.
An easier example would be, think of the in-between as purgatory, the place in between life and death.
You and he are still connected. He has chosen a body made of living Audra, perfused with the power of thousands of souls, including yours. It should be little difficulty for an experienced watcher to find him.
Adra is a kind of crystal that can absorb souls. And then I asked her, why don't you just do it yourself?
Taking a physical form in Aora is fraught with peril. Most mortal minds and bodies are incapable of containing divine power. It can lead to problems, as Aethys learned not long ago.
Aethys took a physical form in the world and started a war.
Her armored hand gingerly places a
he
card
died,
sideways on the table.
Details.
It features a man with a burst of light instead of a head.
Well, I'd like to find him as much as you would. You destroyed my castle and killed who knows how many people around it.
I know. It is my business to know. 322 in Cadnua and your surrounding land. Their souls remain in Aethys still. You have the power to save them. Serve me and I will return you to your body. Or don't, and return to the wheel.
Let's get on with it.
Good. Before you return to Aora as my herald, you must remember who you were, the last whisper of life in death.
For a moment, the sockets of her eyes darken, leaving the pits of a death's head gazing out at you.
When you can picture your own face, the Beyond will lead you back to your own kind, to the world of mortals.
And this is where we can make characters. Huh? Okay, let's see. Who would I want to be? I mostly play humans. I'm gonna avoid that this time. I've never played a godlike. I want to be a frontline fighter, so either a dwarf or an Amawa. I like an Amawa. And if you're listening, Wendy, the description of an Amawa is: the mighty Amawa are the largest of the Kith races and are commonly found in or near oceans. Though not truly aquatic, they have an affinity for water, and many of the civilizations, such as Rawatai, are based on naval dominance. They are known for their unparalleled strength. Okay. I'll pick an island Amawa. What about you? Okay, island Amawa. What kind of class? Barbarians or crowd control? I thought they were strikers. Paladin. What are your skills, Paladin? Okay, lay on hands, pretty easy. Flames of devotion. Okay. Sworn enemy. Liberating exhortation. Steadfast. Oh, that resolve bonus would high. Hold on. Okay. Liberating command. It gives you quick as well as steadfast. Oh, or I can upgrade it to a resolute. What the hell's this? I might just go Paladin. They seem like a damage / healing kind of thing. I like that. I might just go Paladin. Let me just take a look around. My major role is support, a minor in defending. I'm gonna just read the description of a paladin for you so that you can understand what I'm getting into. Paladins are martial zealots, devoted to a god, a ruler, or even a way of life. They can be found in any culture where a fanatical group of like-minded individuals have formed a warrior society dedicated to advancing their cause. Among those aligned to their worldview, paladins are viewed with respect and admiration, if a bit of fear. Many paladins hold leadership positions in armies and mercenary companies, but in the heat of battle, their fanaticism often overrules the chain of command and common sense. That description alone makes me want to play a paladin. Oh, that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, what kind of paladin? Bleak walkers, dreaded for their mercilessness and cruelty. Paladins of the Bleak Walkers. I'm not cruel. Paladins of the Bleak Walkers believe that extreme brutality in warfare brings conflict to a swift close. To maintain their reputation for unrelenting savagery, the Bleak Walkers never give quarter and never abandon the field, even if their employers command them to. Well, I'm not merciless or cruel, but I don't believe in retreating either. The Dragosi Paladini. I don't speak spaghetti. Gold pack knights. Mercenaries with a solemn reverence for the sanctity of contracts. Gold pack knights fulfill their obligations with unemotional, unswerving commitment and without moral judgment. Okay. The Kind Wayfarers. A charitable order of knights errant to assist troubled travelers and celebrate kindness, condemning deception and malice even when dealing with their enemies. The ranks of the Kind Wayfarers are filled with kith of all races and from all cultures. They can be found in any part of the Old Empires, Eastern Reach, and even the Deadfire. And a kith is another word for, like, the races of the world. It's just easier to say kith. The Shield Bearers of St. Elka, a paladin order of Aderian warriors who emphasize honesty and diplomacy over cruelty and aggression. The Shield Bearers were founded in honor of an elven noble who helped unite the Adir and Kirkland kingdoms after a long war. I might go Kind Wayfarers or Shield Bearers. What about the Steel Garrote? The Steel Garrote is a feared paladin order dedicated to Wodaka. She's the goddess of disease? Because Skeen is disease, Wodaka is death, I think. No, Bereth is death. And who's Wodaka again? Nah. They work with powerful individuals and business interests to hunt down those who violate contracts, especially as their contracts were endorsed by the priestess of the exiled queen. That's Wodaka. They were founded in the Adir empires and are active throughout the region, branching out as far as the Deerwood and the Valiant republics. What's the Garrote ability? Choke the target, paralyzing them and dealing raw damage over time. When the effect ends, the target is prone. That's a pretty strong ability if you ask me. Kind Wayfarer or a Shield Bearer? I'll go with the Kind Wayfarers, they seem more my style. I'll take Sworn Enemy. Marks an enemy as the focus of the Paladin's righteous fury, granting a damage bonus against them until the combat ends or the target goes down. Count me in. Okay, I have to adjust my stats. I'm not a striker, so I shouldn't be expecting to do too much damage. I'm mostly a support and then a defender, so I take that to 14, take that to 15. But I'm not investing enough into that. This should be enough. Yeah, this should be good. Because I'm going to be at the end of this, I'll be strong, healthy, average. Okay, yeah, I'll be average dexterity, average perception. I'll be almost quick-witted, and I'll be strong-willed. So this is definitely worth it. Okay. Ooh, where are you from? Which one is south of the equator? Well, I am a Juana. I mean, I'm an Amawa. Whoops. Which one mostly houses the Amawa? I do need more resolve, but I could take more strength. Which other ones give resolve? A deer. The Adir Empire is one of the most prominent of old empires of the West. It is centered around the equator and has a tropical climate. The nation of Adir is at its heart and houses the majority of its human and elven populace. Adir was once a powerful colonial force, but the loss of Red Ceres and the Adir would reduce its stature. Adirians are common in the Eastern Reach, but rare in the Deadfire Archipelago. It gives me a resolve. I'll take it. What was your job? Huh? I wasn't a slave. No. I'm a paladin, so I'm guessing I was a mercenary. But that doesn't seem like a very paladin job. I wasn't part of the clergy, that was for damn sure. Actually, I'm a paladin, yeah, I was part of the clergy. Ooh, my weapon types. Definitely two-handed. I'll take a great sword, or I could take a pole axe. Come on, every paladin uses a great sword, come on. For my secondary weapon. I'll take a shield, and then I'll just pick up another weapon along the way. My portrait. I am an island Amawa. So I'll take... Oh, this is the only face for island Amawa? Damn, okay. Colors. I'm a kind wave. And I'm a paladin, so I should be bright. I'll take this. And some gold. Skin, don't care. Hair, don't care. Eyes. That looks cool. Change my head. I like that. My hair. Don't care too much, but I wanted to match the portrait. And that could actually make my hair darker. Okay. I can put a beard. Okay. Voice.
Kill them all! Yeah! Let's go! Nice and slow.
I like stoic.
Follow me. Yeah!
Okay. Pose? What's pious? I'm a paladin, I should take pious. Yeah, pious. Okay, my name, Martin. Okay. I'm gonna be a tough son of a bitch. Yeah, I'll be pretty tough fighter. I feel like I should upgrade my perception. I want to be more accurate. But what should I reduce? Nope, Martin, screw it. Just go with it, go with it. First level paladin, let's go.
Go forth now, Watcher. Find Aethys.
With a quick gesture of her hand,
Oh, sorry.
you feel a sharp pain in what would be your chest. The pain continues, intruding deeper into your soul. Looking down, you see a small lump of darkness roiling within you. The darkness lingers there, but the pain abates and fades entirely within the span of a few seconds.
A chime. Do not fear, Herald. It will not harm you unless you choose to cross me. I trust it will not come to that.
Her gauntleted hand gestures to the dwarf, hovering nearby. The dwarf nods, contorts his face with his odd smile, and gestures to a new door.
Time is not on your side, Watcher. I suggest you get on with the task at hand.
Yeah. And if there is gonna be like a long stretch of silence like this, I'll just let it play for the atmosphere.
The return to your body feels like waking after a fitful drunken sleep. The rocking of the ship sends pain jolting through your limbs. Crashing waves hammer inside your skull. Adair watches over your body with a glazed look, taking long, even tokes from his pipe. At the first movement of your chest, he starts. His gasp, mid-puff, sends him coughing and straining for breath.
Adair is someone that you meet in the first game. He's one of your companions early on.
No, there's no way. You're awake. What are you doing awake? How are you feeling?
And just to preface this, he's not very smart. That's all I'm gonna say. He isn't very smart, but he's a great fighter. I answered with, I'm alive.
Alive's a big improvement.
I hate to cast a pall over your recovery, but I'm afraid I have some bad news for you.
Yes, the steward is a talking statue. Don't worry too much about it.
The voice echoes from inside the bust. The remains of the steward of Cad Nua.
Cad Nua has been destroyed. Aethys possessed the statue of Maros Nua and rose from the ground, consuming the souls of all nearby. It is only by the exceptional strength of your soul that you survived. And even then, just barely. The further Aethys withdrew, the weaker you became. We chartered this ship and followed him to the Deadfire Archipelago. I know not how, but it seems he has retained a piece of your soul, and proximity to it has brought you back.
I chose to remain silent.
Misfortune's brewing topside. Magrants fires the captain stirs.
An older man with ale-sour breath rubs his bloodshot eyes and stares at you.
Hengrim, the smell of drink on your breath could wake the very dead. Now what's this about?
pirates. They're demanding parley with you, Captain.
I know this is asking a lot, but you better arm yourself and get on deck. Should be some gear in there.
He indicates a nearby wardrobe.
All right, now make some use of it.
Okay, just gonna equip my sword. Throw some armor on.
The Pirates of Deadfire.
I'll make sure. Oh yes, these are the stats I wanted. Sweet.
Victorious. I suggest you...
Well, what have we here? A little sloop? Lost and alone in the storm?
A surly, brutish-looking captain stands stiff-backed before his crew. He scowls as he assesses him, his hair whipping about, his ears in the wind.
I'll be taking your ship now, if you don't mind. And especially if you do.
Well, at least he asked.
I am a gentleman of fortune.
The captain shrugs in the sheeting rain before pinning you with a slow, murderous grin.
Give her up easy, and I'll see you get a swift death. It'll be bloody and agonizing, sure. But at least it'll be quick.
I don't have any quarrel with you. Why do you want my ship?
Why complicate this with a quarrel? I see, I want, I take. It's as simple as that. Now then, me and my mates will be helping ourselves to your ship. There's no need to see her sunk by the storms. Or my culverins.
With a grunt, he nods towards the port cannons.
Listen up, mates.
He cracks his neck as he addresses his crew.
I'm off to spear me a bigger fish. One with sharper teeth like. I'm trusting you lot not to cock this up. Don't damage the sloop when you take it. Play with the crew if you'd like, but don't bring me any prisoners. None that are alive.
You heard, Benwith! After him!
Okay, combat starts. I am towering over. I mean, the Amara are called the Towering Kiths, so I can see why I'm huge. That's a lot of damage. Almost dropped my phone. Don't fall now. My turn. lost a crewmate. Nice shot, teammate. Irena. Beautiful shot, Irena. Oh. Okay, he's down. Jeez. Yeah, so the thing with the Amawa is we're huge. We hit like trucks and water and mud that doesn't slow us down, but we're already pretty slow. Probably can carry more stuff on us too. Pedro, finish it. Thanks, Pedro.
Storm's picking up! Take cover!
You've defeated the pirates, but you're not out of trouble yet. The storm picks up, lashing at your ship and driving you dangerously close to a rocky shore. The Defiant's crew, that's my ship, hurries to reduce sail and batten down the hatches. They work quickly, but the ship is still listing heavily. Just then, a loose crate stumbles towards you, gathering speed on the rain-slick deck. He misses you, but knocks Chitupek, one of your deckhands, off his feet. The Defiant heaves. He pitches over the side. He grabs onto the rail, but his fingers are slipping. He cries for help. Meanwhile, the runway crate totters on the edge of the deck, ready to plunge overboard. You recognize the symbol on the front and realize it likely contains the salvage from Kadnua, your keep. I choose to rescue Chitupek. You grab his arm just as his grip fails. For a tense moment he hangs suspended over the roiling sea. Then with a mighty tug you pull him back onto the deck. You hear a heavy splash. The crate from Kadnua is gone. Chitupek meanwhile nods in gratitude and hurries to his station. Meanwhile, the storm has nearly driven you ashore. A flash of lightning reveals a treacherous coastline and Aethys striding into the distance. The lookout barely has time to shout a warning before the Defiant runs aground. Impact hurls you from the deck and into the froth of waves, blows and splintering debris. You struggle toward the beach just ahead, even as the surf tugs you toward the open sea. You kick and paddle with all your might until at last you feel sand between your fingers. Pulling yourself ashore, you collapse. And a loading screen that's gonna take ages. See you in a bit. Oh. Cold one.
Getting a lot of sleep so far on this trip. I'd have woke you, but you look so peaceful with your face in the sand.
Adair runs his finger through his hair and removes a strand of seaweed he finds lodged there. He examines it closely and throws it onto the sand.
If you're worried about the ship, you can stop worrying. It's wrecked right over there.
He points out a defiant, despite it being difficult to miss from your vantage point.
So far, it's just you and me and the chair lady over there.
Adair nods towards something further up the beach.
It's a relief to see you awake, my lord. I worried you were in for another long sleep.
Your steward appears to be lodged between some rocks. Despite this, her tone is warmly cheerful. Where are we?
Don't know, but it's real pretty.
Difficult to say for certain. The Deadfire is spotted with islands,
Excuse me.
some quite small. The good news is that if the storm hasn't spun us round entirely, I'd say we're in charted waters. I believe the Valian Trading Company operates in the region. Hence that little visit from that wretched pirate captain.
Let's get going.
Let's see about the other survivors. And somehow we gotta get the ship repaired. I don't want to be paddling out of here on a salvage raft.
For now, I'd say your best bet is to find some sign of civilization. If nothing else, we may be able to hire on a shipwright. My lord, if it is not too taxing, could you explain how it came to pass that you were returned to us?
Bereth has given me a sacred duty. I am to hunt Aethys for the other gods.
I've had worse jobs. Of course, cleaning stables won't get you stepped on by a god most days.
A perilous endeavor indeed. Castle or no castle, you are still my lord, and I will aid you to the best of my ability.
Well, I suppose we better get a move on.
Let's go. So, because I want Anthony to be our rogue, I'll let Adair be our fighter, so he can be our tank.
Yeah?
I'll be the off-tank slash support.
Yeah, I got it.
Thanks, Adair. I get it too. Ah, shite.
Hey, watch out.
It's a boar.
Huh?
I bring your end. Mm-hmm.
Even a grazing hit does 25 damage. That's nice. There we go. Big down.
Watcher, over here.
Yo.
It is good to see you well, Watcher. I believe the boars were hoping for easy meat.
Shitupe greets you with a relieved nod and checks the pistol at his hip.
The bosun, Beadle, is in that cave over there. Ran in after a boar. Stubborn old dwarf.
I'll look for Beadle.
I will see to a campfire. Perhaps someone will see the smoke and come to lend us aid. Take care within that cave, Captain.
You got it, Shitupe.
I guess we're not the first to head this way.
Yeah, we're in a cave.
Keep it down. Whoa, whoa. Look. Hmm? Huh?
I bring your end.
Hmm?
Sweetheart, I'm grazing too.
I'm on it.
Thanks, Adair.
does it.
Whoa, whoa. Look.
Yeah?
Huh?
It's a skeleton. I can kill it in a single
I
hit.
threat your end.
Yeah. So, I don't hit often, but when I do hit, fucking nuts. Gonna give the warhammer to myself. What does this hat look like? Looks silly. Okay, let's go.
Damned pirates! Andra, take your scabrous souls for fish food.
Bayadol! Still alive and calling everybody scabrous, I see. Well, now we got a bosun. Just need a boat.
Adair! And I see that corpse we've been carting around is looking a sight more sprightly. Good to see the two of you, but mind your step. I've got myself in a spot of trouble. Been trying to find a way past without losing a leg or getting a face full of poison.
I see the traps. I'll guide you past them.
Well, if you're certain.
Beadle gets to his feet. You point out a safe path along the floor, and Beadle makes his way along, sweating and stiff-jawed. Safe on the other side, he lets out the deep breath he's been holding in and wipes his brow.
It's just bats and stinking corpses in this cave. You find anyone else?
He gingerly sets his weight on his injured foot, grimacing. I tell him that we have a campfire along the beach.
Then I'll head that way myself. See you on the beach, Captain.
Worth it. Keep it down.
Trouble
Okay.
ahead.
Hey.
Yo. So, greatswords don't do great against heavy armor, so I'm gonna fight the Revenant on the left.
I threat your end.
Yeah?
Adair, activate Wonderful Slash and fight the
Parathis!
construct.
What do you need?
He missed.
Huh?
Let's go.
Yeah?
Got it.
What do you need?
I threat your end. Sure.
Yeah? Hey.
Hey.
Missed.
Yeah, I know you missed. But
Yeah? Got it.
What do you need? What's a metal killing machine doing out here by himself in a cave? Anyway, collecting his thoughts? Well, that's gonna be hard to clean. an eye out.
Wait. Look there. Huh? Mm-hmm.
Hmm? Yeah?
Stay behind me.
Ow.
Let's go.
Bastard. That hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Stay behind me.
Okay, so we found Beardle, and we can leave. Hopefully we can find Irena, I think is her name.
Help! Somebody! Per con Blanca!
Okay. The deck of the Defiant is well out of reach from here. His ship groans like a beached whale each time the waves roll in, but it doesn't seem to be listing further. He may be able to climb up. Scale it by hand. I'll do it. You climb nimbly up the side of the ship and reach the top without so much as breaking a sweat. Adair isn't far behind, pulling himself up and over the railing beside you. Hey, Irena.
You're looking better, Casita. That, or I'm worse off than I thought.
The sheen of sweat on her brow and the wan cast to her features belies Irena's casual greeting.
It's my leg, Matico. It hurts even worse than it looks.
Irena's leg bears a bloody gouge along the length of her shin, and the swelling around her knee suggests a nasty break. Because I have a very high strength stat, I decide to carry her down the ship.
Quite romantic, Casita. I'll try not to hold it against you if you drop me.
I'll drop into the ocean if it all like that again. I'll put it up there, okay.
Spy! Magran, here! My flame burns yet! Is that ye?
Old Engrim appears to be in sound condition, though his wax jacket is soaked through. He appraises you with bleary-eyed amusement.
You woke just in time for the fun. Fighting off motherless raiders one moment, flung into the freezing depths of Ondra's bosom the next.
And Vandi, I think you will really like Ondra, because Ondra, she's the... I don't know if she's the aspect or the goddess, but let's say she's the goddess of water and the ocean. So I think you will really like her, Vandi. Ingram's eye twitches as he flashes a smile notable for its extraordinary absence of teeth.
Aye. Magran learns us poor bastards that a little excitement's good for the heart.
I've had enough trials for today.
Can we go back on the ship now?
Villa, don't let Ingram be a bad influence while I'm gone.
That's unkind. You're the one decided to pluck this wean from the wilds of Aer Glanfith. Blame that stone steward of yours for bringing the furry maid along.
Just for context, Vela is a Orlin, so she's shorter than a dwarf and it looks like a cat. So in this game, cat girls are a thing.
Uncle Ingram, you promised me ale.
Later, sweetie. Uncle Ingram's thirsty too.
He absent-mindedly tapped on his chest near his heart, sounding the thunk of something metal beneath the priest's jacket. We're leaving a kid with a priest, haven't we learned from the Catholics? Do not do that. I'm gonna increase my athletics. I'm gonna increase my intimidation. Let's say, oh yeah, and just for context, my athletics, the higher my athletics, the more health I regen whenever I use a second wind ability. And intimidation, it's just to shake people, to like, shaken is a stat where it reduces their dexterity, I think. Okay, I'm gonna get lay on hands, because every paladin needs lay on hands. Okay, Adair. I'm gonna increase his athletics too, and his survival. In the distance you see a simple wagon, the angle at which rests on the road, one side jutting above the other, suggests that it has been damaged or disabled. Even from your vantage you can make out kith milling around. I'm gonna approach them openly. As you near the cart you make out a group of red-satin pilgrims in rough spun linens and cottons. A single draft horse stamps at the ground impatiently as two of the pilgrims argue over the front right wheel, which seems hopelessly stuck in the mud. One of the pilgrims notices you. Her step back draws the attention of the others, and a man in well-worn gambeson steps forward, the weight of deep concern hanging on his face. Did the dreams bring you here as well? The other pilgrims look at you with a mix of apprehension and hope. Respond with, dreams? We are farmers, come from Red Ceres to work the colony fields here. We are believers, all to the one in the light of Aethys. The other pilgrims nod fervently in agreement. A woman with a smiling baby lifts the infant's hand to wave. We've been having dreams, 3 stars sailing through the sky, piercing the black of a storm cloud. Figured it must be him, Aethys, calling to us, so we came here, to the place we saw in our dreams. The pilgrims look around, matching their sleeping memory to the present. We saw the giant pass, with 3 stars on his brow, but he sighs and gestures to the wagon stuck in the mud. Sad to say we could not follow him. Wheel stuck as stuck gets. None of us are strong enough to lift that corner up to get something under it. More than one of us tried and we just get in each other's way. The other pilgrims nod and stretch, suddenly remembering their aching bodies. I decide to perform a blessing. Brethren, you witness the coming of our Lord. Let us pray together to give thanks for this chance to test and demonstrate our faith. Only reason why I have that option is because I'm a paladin, so I'll take it. The pilgrims respond with bowed heads and whispered prayers, heartened by your pious display. Inspect the wagon. Let me take a look. A brief inspection reveals that the wagon is undamaged, but the wheel is stuck fast in the mud. We have some wood, the old man says, as he gestures to the back of the wagon. If we can get the wheel up, we can slide that beneath it. Inside the wagon you see several planks of wood, a small box of valuables sits to the side. One of the younger Dawnstars looks at you, eyes wide. Reckon you can lift it? Attempt to lift the corner of the wagon. I'm stronger, so I'll take a look at it. Success. See, there you go, your wagon's free to go, mates. Smiling, their leader presses a small pouch of coin into your hand. We appreciate the help. Without you, who knows how long we would have been stuck out here. They begin to prepare their wagons as you take your leave. Got some cash. Thanks. The old man calls out as you go. Take care of yourself and your soul, traveler. Whether you came for Aethys or not, we know in our hearts that he has come for us. Glad I could help. Cheers. Let it in, finally.
Better see what that crowd's about.
What if the giant comes this way?
Please, everyone stay calm.
The man at the center of attention appears to be fielding inquiries from both the gaggle of townsfolk gathered around the platform and a rather severe-looking Amawa woman standing just beside him.
Please, everyone remain calm. I assure you I will do everything in my power to get you the answers you need. Our friends among the Huana
have offered you hospitality and safety from the storms.
The Amawa woman folds her arms.
Yes, yes. I think we are all keenly aware of the debt of gratitude we owe to the...
I have personally seen to the safety of your homes. Now you will do the same for our families.
What about our families?
What about the ships? How are we supposed to feed ourselves? If everyone would...
As Clario's gaze sweeps across the crowd, it falls upon you, where it remains. A few more heads turn to see you. What has caught his attention?
It's one of the pirates!
At this alarmed cry, the whole of the crowd turns to regard you. A startled, expectant hush falls upon the gathered throng. I look around. Where?
Everyone stay calm. I think it's clear our guest is nothing of the sort. 2 of my guards reported a ship flying deer wooden colors, fallen prey to a private vessel. That would be your ship, I assume.
The crowd quiets somewhat at that, though you still find yourself the target of a few glares.
That would make him lucky. Your own vessels do not usually fare so well.
The woman regards you with a bland curiosity.
Quite.
I respond with, I just need some repairs and I'll be on my way.
Per complanca, everyone, forgive me. I believe this matter requires my attention. You have my word that I will keep you apprised of any changes. Especially you, Mr. Ikawa.
Do not flatter me with Valian titles. You are distracted with your newcomer and wish me gone. But I will not go far, Governor Clario.
Geralde. As for you, stranger, let us speak at my estate. We'll discuss your predicament.
Yeah, screw you, Governor. Hey, Jyoti.
Accept the light, and you shall be redeemed.
A woman shouts, arms raised high and wide. In each hand she grips a golden candle. The flames gutter wildly as she gestures to the crowd before her. Ah, more reading. The missionary holds a candle to drip wax in the shape of 3 stars on the forehead of each kneeling worshipper. One of them stumbles back, swiping the hard wax from his skin.
Se futito! Madicchio! I did not sign up to be burned!
I watch from within the crowd. The priestess trembles her arms, face pinched with disappointment. In the warm sea breeze from the port, loose strands of her sun-streaked hair whip about her head like a living halo.
This flame is not for purification. It is for illuminating the darkness. Sanctification comes only as a result of your journey. But the light will guide your way.
She tilts her face towards the sky, eyes shut. She drags a shaky hand to dribble wax across her own brow.
Aethys has returned at last, but it's not too late to redeem ourselves.
As surely as my fingers are webbed, I tell you, gone, never left.
Despite her contrary words, the Juana woman shrugs, accepting the golden wax.
Sakes alive, Wanglis. Ain't we got more pressing matters to attend to than a baptism?
Arms crossed over her chest, a shorter, duskier woman watches the ritual with an ornery sort of expression, her delicate chin shuttered up.
We just missed one of the biggest reap-ins of all time. What about the souls that need us?
As she steps forward, she reaches for a peculiar-looking lantern strapped to her hip.
Do not push me on this, you wayward child. You'd leave the living forlorn to service the dead?
Rather than discouraging the other Dawn Star, the accusation seems to kindle a stubbornness inside her. Shoulders set, she grins.
Here, I'll light 'em all at once.
Metal clanking, she sways an eerily lit lantern in an intricate pattern before her. The priestess bites her lip, swinging harder and faster, lithe arms hurtling the weapon with a deceptively hidden strength, until she thrusts it hard out toward the crowd, splattering everyone with wax. I wipe a glob of wax from my shoulder.
Now that we're right with our God, can we please see about helping the people I dreamed died? Those souls ain't gonna reap themselves.
Her words catch in her throat as she turns, spotting you for the first time.
I'm guessing you're not here for the baptism.
I'm looking for an Aldra statue, yay high, inhabited by Aethys.
I knew it!
She clenches her grip on the sickle in her right hand.
Gon's been calling me here. Left the breadcrumbs in my dreams. I need to get inland. If you're going, I could help you. Swear on my soul.
Why do you want to go inland?
There are souls needing their last rites. I ought to shine them the light, else they might get lost.
Enough nonsense, Joti. No one knows if anyone's even died. You've no business going in there, risking your own safety, risking our mission.
Wingleth, you guide the living and I guide the dead. Gon bids it and I dreamed it. Leave it be.
Get told, Wingleth.
We all serve our purposes. So what's yours?
I'm a watcher.
So you can see souls? That's a handy talent to have. I know my harvesting would benefit from it. And here you are, following my god. Watcher, will you take me with you?
A fine proposition. I'd enjoy the company of a priestess.
I know an offer rare as hen's teeth when I hear it. Yeah, I'm taking it.
She beams brightly.
You won't regret this.
You are the only healer we have, so I definitely won't regret it.
Hey.
Adair half nods without looking in Shoti's direction. He seems suddenly focused on something in the distance. A tad too eagerly, she saunters close beside you. Why?
At least take care, child. Come back to us in one piece. If not for my sake, then Samhain's.
The older priestess sighs, shaking her head.
So don't tell her. What the High Priestess doesn't know won't hurt her.
Grinning, Joti waves her brethren a curt parting. I could multi-class her with a monk and a priest. But with me being a paladin, Adair being a fighter, and with Anthony being a spellblade, and with you, Vandi, being a druid chanter, we don't need more damage, we really don't. We just need more support, honestly.
Yeah.
Adair wants to have a chat. Hey, what's up?
The children of the Dawn Stars. I wondered if we'd run into them down here. There's someone I used to know. Just an old friend. Came out here to settle with them last I heard. Maybe we should ask around. See if she's still out here. Might be she can help us.
Just a friend, huh?
Joti rubs the back of her neck, clearly uncomfortable. How do you know her? And also, Adair, Joti, do you already have a crush on Adair? You just met him.
Oh, well, both grew up in Gilded Vale, same temple.
Due to my perception, I can tell that his cheeks are red.
Alright, alright. We used to, you know. She was real loud, too. Used to have to cover her mouth or she'd get the dog howling in the next room.
Because I'm a kind wayfarer, I'm gonna pick... That's my favorite kind.
I knew you'd understand. You're gonna like her. I got a good feeling.
Oh, I did miss a dialogue from Joti. It says, Joti's face mottles bright red, and she turns away, hands covering her eyes. Sorry about that, I did miss that. Okay, and Joti leveled up, so let me level her. I want to actually up her athletics and her history. No, diplomacy. I don't know if I want blessing or interdiction. It's gonna combo with Anthony, so I'll take interdiction.
Yeah.
Okay. How much cash do I have?
Here you find civil... That is, a wise and prudent
This should be enough to cover it. I hope it's enough.
It's not right. I came here on the first ship.
Oh, do we have an intimidation stat? Ah, okay, we do. Sweet.
Why does an islander get paid the same as I?
They're bigger than you, and they haul cargo.
Sorry, we haven't any rooms for you.
The rather large man behind the counter glances your way, smiling grimly.
Guessing you're the one came in off that shipwreck down south. Not sure if that's good luck or bad, but here, I figure you deserve a drink.
He slides a murky pint of ale across the counter towards you. Thanks, but was this about the rooms?
We're full up. You aren't the first outsider to turn up looking for a place to stay after their ride off the island ended up at the bottom of the sea.
He pauses, fixing you with a considering eye.
Well, tell you what. I've got one room ought to have been cleared out by now. Only the occupants decided to outstay his welcome. Real trouble is, he hasn't settled his bill. He's a merchant captain by the name of Galleon. I've given him a fair chance, but he's been a right prick about the whole thing. I've got a spare key here. You chase him and his pals off, and the room's yours. At a discount.
He slides the key across the counter towards you. I'll see what I can do.
I appreciate it, truly. I'll have someone tidy the place up for you once you're through. Chances are they've spilled ale just about everywhere.
I'll be able to save it out immediately.
I don't want the man dead, and that's not what I'm paying for. Just see him on his way and we'll call it done.
With a final nod, he turns away. Alright.
Getting antsy.
Maybe we cut them loose. We're not leaving anytime soon.
Ordering more drinks?
Shut up.
Can't believe we're still stuck here.
Thought I'd locked that thing.
The glassy-eyed gentleman before you bears the miserable expression of the recently sober. He also smells like he's been pickling in the cask for a few days.
There's old Thorol hiring right out of the villages now. You know your liquor from your ale, big man. Doesn't matter. We're out of both.
Oh, you bastard.
Try not to slam the door on your way out, yeah? My head's going to pieces.
Thorol wants you out of here.
Does he now? And what are you supposed to do about it?
You can leave on your feet or get dragged out by your ankle, your choice. Galleon sneers for a moment, but something in your expression squelches his confidence in a hurry. He scratches nervously at his beard.
All right. Just keep your boots on. We're leaving. Thorol wants us out on the streets so bad, so be it.
You serious, Galleon? Where are we supposed to go?
The Amama woman glowers at you before following him out. Yeah, I don't think you're tough because you're big. I'm as big as you are. Sword's twice as tall as you as well. Shut the fuck up. Don't test me. I'm taking your shrooms with me.
Sure. A weather mage is a useful person to have on a crew.
But to tame a storm? That Huana woman frightens me.
Still kicking, eh? What'll it be?
I'll clear out the room for you.
Hey, good work. Times like these, I can't afford to keep on anyone who can't pay their tab. The second word got around, I'd have every pauper in the city on my doorstep. The room's yours if you want it. And for a job well done, here's your pay.
He sits a damp leather coin pouch on the counter.
Still kicking, eh? What'll it be?
Know anyone looking to make some coin? I need someone who can hold their own in a fight.
Folks come by here all the time hunting for work. Let's see who we can scrounge up.
And this is where I'm gonna hire... Oh well, I'm gonna create a character for both you and Anthony. I can include y'all in my squad. Oh, wow. Okay. Boop. So, which one would you like, Bundy? I hope you would like the godlike. So, and there's a very specific reason as to why, but I'm going to read you the description for the godlike. Okay. The godlike are children of the kith, who have been blessed with physical aspects associated with the gods. These aspects may take many forms and often come with mystical powers. Aberrant head shapes are typical, and godlike are unable to wear protective headgear, as it is near impossible to find anything that fits. Because of their unusual nature and their inability to reproduce, godlike are often viewed with fear and wonder. Now the reason why I picked godlike for you, Bundy, is because of the moon godlike. Moon godlike are the most tolerated of the godlike. While their skin tone and a large moon-like growth on their foreheads may be strange to some, their appearances are generally considered more palatable by the other kith. Sailors have many beliefs about moon godlike and their propensity to bring luck, though there is little agreement as to what kind of luck they tend to bring. Body type, elves are a little bit shorter than everyone else, but taller than dwarves. I'll take elf. I'm gonna multi-class. You're gonna be a troubadour. Oh yeah, I'll read you what a chanter is. In every culture across Eora, there are chanters. Many historians consider chanters to be the most ancient workers of magic. Their hollowed phrases stirring the collective memory of wayward souls around them, compelling them to generate magical effects in a kind of reenactment. In some societies, chanters form organized groups of storytellers and researchers, but in most parts of the world, they are just time-honored part of local folk traditions. And more specifically, you'll be a troubadour. Troubadours are masters of the chant, able to adjust the speed of their chanting and the linger of their phrases to suit the needs of battle. More passive than many chanters, troubadours relish their support role in the midst of their comrades. So chanters are essentially people with magical voices. Their voices can channel magic. And because you like to sing and you're a very good singer, chanter. What would you like? Thrice was she wronged and thrice justly avenged. Which one is water themed? The thunder rolled like waves on black seas, creates a thunderous explosion that stuns and shoves enemies in the area of effect. It stuns and shoves them. I'll take that. Phrases. At the sight of their comrades, their hearts grew bold, embolden allies in the area of effect, giving bonuses to fortitude and will. Okay. And now what class do I combo you with? Because we both really like cute animals, and we both like animals in general, I might have you become a druid. But you have Scar and Zeus, and if I pick a ranger, you can have Scar and Zeus as companions. Oh my word. And what sucks is I can't ask you. So like I can't just like hop in and say, yeah, so which one do you prefer? I can't ask, which sucks. I'm gonna have to go with Ranger, because having Scar with you, hold on, I gotta think. I think Druid would be better for you. Charm Beast is your first spell. Actually, what about Nature's Vigor? Charm Beast. And you'll Spirit Shift into a wolf if you need to. Constitution wise, you're not going to be in the front line, so 13. Actually 12, because you're not going to be in the front line. Might doesn't matter too much, you're not going to do damage. It's not why you're here. We do need you to act quickly, and we need you to shoot accurately. Okay. And we'll say you're from the White-Hat Winds, a large, cracked, southern expanse of polar ice. The White-Hat Winds is home to pale elves and small colonies of daring explorers. No, because you like the water a lot, Old Valia, because they're essentially like water-faring people. Yeah, Old Valia. And of course, you're an artist. Your weapons are gonna be the scepter and the hunting bow. Now to get your appearance good to go. I hope I'm doing you justice. I hope it looks good. Blue, of course. And a lighter blue, yeah. hair-wise, this hair would be the closest to what you have. Yeah, I'll go with it. Voice.
Finish them! Stand together! Not a sound.
Sassy stance? Yes. Gonna go with that.
Still kicking, eh? What'll it be?
Now
Folks,
to get Anthony in here. So what would Anthony like? I'll go with you one for Anthony. Ocean folk, because he's from Jamaica and he's part Japanese, so sure, ocean. Multi-class. We all know, like Wendy, you and me both know that Anthony's gonna like a rogue. So let's go rogue. Trickster. Okay. Escape. What kind of class am I gonna combo you with? A Mindstalker? Or a Spellblade? Let's go Spellblade. Okay. Okay, that should be enough. What kind of job? Anthony's a laborer because he's a mechanic, so laborer. Weapons, dagger, and sword. Okay, head. I think Anthony's hair is somewhat like this. No, 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 no. Kind of like that. He doesn't have beard.
I'll teach you a lesson.
I'll take a peek.
Okay, this is Anthony. Sweet. Okay, so we got Anthony, we got Vandy, we got myself. Sweet, let's go. Okay, let's go. Yep. Anthony, you're right there. Shoti, you're over here. Okay, let's go. Leaving on foot. The trail before you seems thoroughly disturbed by erratic tracks. The sparse plants to the immediate side of the path roughly mangled. A struggle may have occurred here. Search the area with you, Wendy, actually. You'll take a look around. A dry and ropey vine has been pulled taut across the path and inexpertly covered in dirt. Disarm the trap. Anthony's the only one who can do it. Anthony quietly disarms the trap and collects its component parts. Search for the Zoribs. Sneak closer and observe. Ambush and attack. Let's go.
Whoa, look.
Hey there.
Okay, Anthony, I don't know why, but you always have the most initiative, so you go first.
I'm here.
Okay, Wendy, your turn. How do you shoot
As
this
you
guy?
wish.
What can I do you for?
Joti.
Arthek Worthen Roth.
I bring your end. Sure.
Oh, he died immediately.
Yeah?
Nice dodge.
Yeah?
Anthony's turn.
Of course.
Good damage,
I'm here.
good sir.
Happy to oblige.
Jody, you mind finishing it off?
No.
Thank you. Oh, this squad is gonna be amazing. Can't wait.
Watch your weight.
What? Jody bends double, hands resting briefly on her knees before she wipes sweat from her brow. Huffing to catch her breath, she glances up to you with a bright smile.
If you'll spare me a minute, I'd like to perform a last rite for these poorly departed souls.
She reaches for the lantern on her hip.
Please, Watcher. Without my guidance, they might have a hard time finding the light.
I'll allow it, why not?
Mighty kind of you.
She grins happily with 2 intense strides forward. She unsheathes her sickle and lantern, fluidly swinging each in a series of well-practiced movements. Chanting, whirling weapons slicing the air. Zoti's voice lilts and falls in an invocation, a summons to any departed lingering in the area.
This here's a final call for all souls. Last stop for the lost. Gather round now, I'll cut you loose and haul you into the light.
Swinging the lantern faster and faster, Jody plants her thighs wide and then thrusts her arms up high overhead. I don't say anything.
It's my honored duty to reap and shepherd departed souls during their journey to being reborn. With Aethys dead, me and the other Reapers gotta gather as many souls as we can. We'll keep them safe until Gon returns to Hell and can take them into his divine embrace.
What do you mean?
I'm keeping lost souls. And here.
She taps the metal frame of the lantern.
And that's all I care to say for now. Let's go.
Let's go. Okay. I'll do a couple of more fights and then I'll call it for the night. I'll continue in the morning.
They'll never here.
Trouble up ahead. Mm-hmm.
Okay, Anthony.
Absolutely.
Hmm?
Yeah?
Let's reap this whirlwind.
Yeah?
Take him down.
Yeah?
I forgot to activate discipline. I'm an idiot.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Adair needs some help, Anthony. Could you go and step in?
And that's how it's done.
Yes?
Okay, you can miss.
I bring your end.
Hey. I'm on it.
What can I do you for?
Time to separate the chaff.
Mm-hmm.
Show him how. Now that never happens.
Hmm?
Yeah?
Come on.
Yeah? Stay behind me. Mm-hmm.
I'll teach you a lesson.
What can I do?
Ah, it works.
Huh? Yeah? Stay behind me.
What can I do you for? Happy to oblige.
Anthony, finish it off.
Right here.
Yeah, I know. You're right.
Show him how it's done.
Yes?
Okay, better leave Bundy to finish it off.
Very well.
Thank you, Bundy.
Happily.
Not exactly what I was going for.
Yes.
Huh?
I bring your end. Yeah?
Yeah?
Parathus!
Yeah?
Time to separate the chaff.
Right
Okay,
here.
Anthony Bundy needs help. Go and kill this thing.
Yes?
Huh? What do you need?
Leave it to me.
Thank you, Jyoti. Okay, Anthony, finish this thing.
Show him how it's done.
Thanks.
Dim in the lantern.
Wait, look there.
Yes? As you wish.
That's for my friends.
Damn, good damage, Randy.
Huh?
I bring your end. Yeah.
Hey. I'm on it.
What can I do you for?
I'll light the darkness.
Hey there.
Hmm?
Yeah? Mm-hmm.
What do you need?
Hey there. My pleasure.
I'm here.
Vandy one-shot this thing. Oh.
Yeah?
Hmm? May I be a candle in the night?
Yeah? Time to separate the chaff.
Sweet. Okay, is it show to finish it?
Lavru be on safety.
Nice. Get the worm.
Yeah?
Hmm? Very well.
Yeah?
Take him down.
What do you need?
Ow.
Mm-hmm. Of course.
What can I do?
Okay, Vandy, kill the last one. Nice, Vandy.
Will do.
Several men and women appear to be locked inside a cage of some kind. They are little more than silhouettes behind the glass, pointing and gesturing excitedly.
You out there, are the beasts gone?
One woman comes up to the door, hands pressed against the glass. I took care of the creatures. The woman turns away to have a muffled exchange with the others. Then she pulls out something from the door, and you hear a rattling clank.
Perfecto! We are saved!
A youngish man with bright eyes and a twitching smile claps his hands in joy as he steps out of the cage. The woman next to him, however, remains sober.
Me and the Watcher? We're always happy to help.
She beams at you, eyes filled with pride.
Governor Clario must have sent you to rescue us, no? But you do not look like one of his guards.
I'm just trying to figure out what's going on here. An older woman hawks an impressive gob of phlegm at the ground and kicks a clump of dirt over
I
it.
told you the governor does not care about us. This is all about profit. For him, the rest of the Valiant.
Sorry, Vandy, I just wanna double check on something. Oh my word, I just got an email. I'll let them have a talk.
Caloste! You are here, and that is what matters.
What are you all doing?
Hiding, of course.
Yeah, asshole.
We were taking measurements of the luminous Adra when something strange began happening.
What happened?
Fascinating. The pillar started to dim. The ground shook, and our instrument...
That's when those of us with a grain of sense got into the cage.
What happened then?
The Colossus. Some kind of construct made from luminous Adra. It passed through the arena toward the pillar. Moments later, the pillar went dark, and all of our colleagues outside the cage froze. Like they turned to ash.
That is when the panthers and worms showed up. Started going through the tents. It was awful, but Engfirth.
Some of our people are still missing in the ruins, including Oderisi, our lead researcher.
I'll help him wherever I can.
Most of the
I'm
ruins
sorry,
are
I'm
that
just
way. If you are
really
going
wanna
below, you should take
go to sleep.
Engfirth with you.
Hey, he looks...
Yeah, Engfirth, your Eloth from the first game.
Until
Yes,
the
I
flames
know.
nearly caught one of the tents.
Regardless, I'm glad you're all safe.
Agrasima, I do not expect the ruins will be... It would be proof.
I would be happy to
I'll
assist.
gladly accept his help.
Be careful.
I shall try. Thank you for your discretion. Indeed.
He'll be a wizard. But I can't take him with me because we're all here. Okay, I'm gonna save and I'm gonna end it here because I'm really sleepy. So, thank you for tuning in, Wendy. I